Okay, then. Hello, everyone. Good evening, guys. Good evening, Rupesh, Vedant, Manish, Vivek, Akash, Lavanya. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. How are you all? Okay, am I audible, guys? Am I visible? Guys, am I audible? Am I visible to you guys? Please, can you confirm that quickly so that we can start? Good evening, guys. Good evening, Utpal. How are you, buddy? Good evening, Shantanu, Vandana. Stay safe, Tawfiq. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. How are you all? How are you all? Tell me that. How are you all today? As today is the last day of this particular React fundamentals, and today we are going to build an amazing project, a live news app, right? So that is something we are building where we'll be fetching the current day's news. Okay. So yeah, good evening, test application, new gamer Akash, Noloin, Rahul, Ashwini. Good evening, Kritika. Good evening, everyone. Okay. So I hope you all are doing well. I welcome you all to day 5, which is also the last day of this React fundamental course. And I hope that you're enjoying the course so far. I hope you have learned something so far because we have covered a lot of things, including state, life cycle, effects. We have covered a lot of things. We have seen how to build components, how to pass props. So we have actually seen a lot of things, right? And today we are going to just, mix all that up, whatever we have learned so far, okay? And we'll be building a project based on that. And guys, you can use everything that you have learned so far as a fundamental, and then you can go ahead and build some more stuff. Okay, according to me, now you at least know 50 to 60% of React. Now, if you have to learn more, you can go ahead and learn Redux. Now, don't worry. Maybe in future, we'll be coming up with fundamentals of Redux as well. But the other things that you have to learn, now again, Redux, not very important. Like it's an important thing, but not mandatory. Because there is also something called as context, okay, that you can learn in React in place of Redux. That some part of the Redux can be done using context as well. But again, it depends on the kind of company you join or the kind of project you work with. Okay, but as of now, you can say that you at least know from the important perspective, from all the important topics perspective of React, you at least know 60% of React. Now you need to know some more hooks, okay, and some more practice. And in no time, you'll start developing React projects from scratch by yourself. You at least know 55 to 60% of React as of now. If you just practice enough, you can build on to 70% and then start building amazing projects. Okay, but guys, again, practice is needed because in 5 days, even though you have learned everything, you can't remember everything out of it if you don't practice. Okay, so guys, let's go and let's start. So I have opened a terminal because I'm going to be starting completely fresh. Okay, sir, we are coming with JS on Sarthak. I think that is most probably a recorded session. I don't know that yet. So I have to, I'm yet to get the news exactly. Will it be live or recorded? Mostly the chances are it will be recorded. So let's see. Let's see. Okay. So guys, can you name some important hooks? I think use ref, use effect, use state, use layout effect, use context. These are some of the important hooks. Okay. So guys, let's go. Sir, after marking 5 attendance not showing 100%, don't worry. Wait for the session to end. It will show everything up. Don't worry about that. So guys, let's go everyone. Let's go and let's start. Guys, hopefully you're ready and excited. Can we have some, if you're excited, come on, spam some emojis in the chat and also like the video, guys. Come on, let's see. Let's reach 100 likes, everyone, quickly. Let's reach 100 likes in the next 10-20 minutes. Come on, let's go. Until then, let me quickly go to the documents folder where every of my React project is residing as of now. And then in that, we have a React Essential folder, right? So let's also go to that. So React Essentials, okay. And that's it. So let's install a new project. So again, npx create, as I said, you can also use white for this. I'm just using create React app for the basic purposes, but you can also use white and install a project for React template and then you can build on it. I showed you yesterday how to install projects from white or by using white. Okay, so I showed you yesterday, you can also use that logic. So create React app and then I'm going to name it as news app. Okay, simple idea, news app, and let's go. Oh, I have a capital letter. And again, guys, remember, React project should not contain a capital letter. Okay, so let me create it again. So let me simply go ahead and put news-app. It's my habit actually, to make uppercase. Whenever I feel I have a new word, I make it uppercase because of the coding logic. That's a habit I have. Okay, so anyway, it's all good. दिसंबर को जावास्क्रिप्ट पे सेशन होगा, उसमें आप बेसिक जावास्क्रिप्ट पढ़ाओगे या फिर एडवांस? वो बेसिक है, वो पूरा बेसिक है कुणाल। आई थिंक वो रिकॉर्डेड सेशन होगा एंड आई थिंक मोस्टली वो पूरा बेसिक होने वाला है। ओके guys, you can only download certificate when the session ends. So after the session ends, wait for some time and then you can download the certificate. Don't worry. Okay, then you'll be able to download the certificate. Don't worry about it at all. And now guys, the project is installed. Let's open it in VS Code quickly. So let's open our VS Code and let's open that folder, project folder specifically. It is inside documents, in React Essentials, and here we go, news app. Let's open it. And again guys, we'll do the basic setup first of all. Let's quickly go and let's remove all the things that we don't need. Like for example, we don't need this testing file. Now guys, again, you can keep it. Okay, see, the reason I deleted it on the first day is because I don't want you guys to get confused between all these files. I wanted to show you that how simple the SRC folder actually is. Okay, so if you are like, if you know testing and all that stuff, then these files are important for you. If you're not doing testing, then these files are not important for you as of now. So the reason I was deleting it was only because so that I can show you how simple SRC folder looks like. But I think now I can keep it, right everyone? I think now I can keep it. Now I think you don't worry about that. But again, okay, let's remove the complicated stuff. Let's remove these testing files. We don't need them, so let's remove it as of now. But once you start practicing, these files won't worry you at all. So let's remove all the things that we don't need. Let's make it a very simple looking project. Okay, because of these 4 or 5 files, things get lost sometimes if you're a beginner mostly. Okay, so let's delete it. Let's keep it simple. Okay, only 4 files. And also you can delete this git ignore as of now. You don't need it anymore. You can also delete this readmd guys. It's also not important. Okay, so here we go guys. Fresh project. Okay, yes, definitely Kushi. Definitely backend is gonna come in future and I'll be there. Don't worry. I'll be there to teach you backend as well. Mostly if they tell me to teach you. Okay. Okay. Yes, definitely Shubham. So guys, we have a fresh project now and let's quickly run it. Okay. And also let's go in app.js and now that we don't have logo, this line will give us an error. So remove that quickly. And now that we also don't have, report web vitals file. So let's also delete the dependency of it wherever we have imported it. So delete all that stuff as well. And if you want to stop strict mode, you can stop strict mode from here. But again, we don't need that, so let's leave it. Okay, so guys, we have a fresh project and let's remove the logo file from here because it's not imported now. And now let's run this project quickly. Fresh project, nothing done in that. So quickly npm start. Now, whatever we learn here, that's enough. I'm not going to say it's enough because see, so learning is something that never stops. Now I know that's a very diplomatic answer, but yeah, whatever you have learned here will give you enough abilities to start building any project. But again, I'm suggesting that you should go on and learn some new hooks. Okay, so use this as a Kickstarter. As I'm saying that now that 50 to 60% of React now you know. Okay, so use it as a Kickstarter and try implementing few things. And whenever you see, okay, now to do this, I think I need something else that I have not learned. So then go on and learn it. That's how learning will work, right? So whatever you have learned here, try building something out of it. If you get stuck somewhere, try to see some tutorials and go on some documentation and you'll find out new stuff. Okay, that's how you can enhance the skills. That's it. Okay, so now then guys, here we go. First fresh page. Let's remove all this stuff as we don't need it. So quickly go ahead and remove everything from here. Okay, and a simple h1 will do for us. So just like news app, something like that. And also from the css file, let's remove all the things we don't need as of now. And fresh project, nothing done. And guys, the reason that you are getting this space, it's because in index.css, see, wait, that might be coming from body. Yeah, that is coming from body. Actually, I have zoomed the page, right? Let me just zoom it out. No, it's not zoomed, but that is the margin coming from body. So if you don't want that, you can go here and body's margin is 0. Let's also make it padding 0 pixel. And let's see from where that thing is coming. Is it going away? No. Let's see from where that is coming. Now I don't recollect it a lot. So let's quickly check it out. Whose margin is that? So div is here, root is here. Okay. Someone might be having it. Margin padding is 0 now. Somewhere that might have been done, or maybe that's, I want to remove it, but how am I forgetting it? Let me remove this font family and stuff just to check. Let me just keep it simple. Margin padding 0 and close this terminal. We don't need it anymore. Okay, now the font has gone away, but why am, okay, that's basically because of the H1. Okay, guys, that's, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Yes. How can I be so dumb in this case now today? I forgot that I used H1 here. I thought I'm not using H1. I just wrote it normally. Very bad. See, this happens, guys. So rather than using body, let's simply go ahead and use star. Okay, that is asterisk. It will select everything and it will remove the margin. I forgot. I completely forgot. See. Okay, guys. So now complete fresh, no margins, no paddings. And guys, rather than body, I said asterisk. That means for all the selectors, just the way we do in CSS. And we can get back the font now. See, that's what happens when you get confused and when you do code in multiple languages in a single day. Okay, that's what happens. So it's okay. It's okay. I hope you understand me in this case. Okay. So yeah, guys, we got the font back because that is one font I like. It looks very good. It's Roboto, I think. Okay. And all set. Okay. Now, guys, before we move on to anything, today we are going to be calling an API, okay, to get our data. We are going to be calling an API to get our data, to get a latest news around the world. And that API is, if you just search for news app, okay, so news API, sorry, just search for news API and they see this first link, guys. This is one of the most famous APIs available, free APIs available. You just have to get an API key and you can start working with it. So guys, yesterday we called JSON placeholder API. It was a fake API just to test if we are able to call API or not. Okay. Now today we're going to be calling news API to get latest news around the world. Okay. So for that, click on this. Now the first thing that you need is an API key. That means you will generate an API key for yourself so that the site or the server can understand who you are, like a token. So the server will understand who you are because of that API key. Okay. And then it will deliver you the news as data. And then you can use that data to display in any format possible. So first of all, click on get API key. Okay. Now here you have to register yourself. Okay. So let me simply go and, something like LetsUpgrade is my name. Email, I'm going to put my LetsUpgrade's email, a demo email account I have created for today's testing. So I'm going to be simply using that email account. Okay. Because you will get your API key in the mail. So just put that email ID here and create a password. So I'm not going to tell you. Okay. Otherwise you will start using this password. Don't try to hack. Okay. Okay. So I'm an individual and I'm not a robot. All set and tractors. Amazing. Done. Hopefully it will work. Verify, please. All set. I agree and submit. Okay, so guys, this is my API key and I'm going to copy it. Okay, and I'll just keep this site open. Okay, so never, or actually let me just copy it, so that if it refreshes, I don't want to log in again and all that stuff. Okay, so I will keep it somewhere. And guys, please don't use this API key. It is free. Please go ahead and download your own API key or create your own API key. It's completely free. Okay. So we'll be putting it here, we'll be pasting it here so that we can get it whenever we want if we forget it somewhere. Okay. So now here we go. I've made it big. Please don't copy it. Okay. So that's it, guys. Now back to home. Now why I'm doing back to home? Because I want to show you how it works. So see, guys, it works something like this. See. So there will be a URL. Okay. In that URL, you have to pass your API key at the end that you have generated. Okay. So that is why this API key is needed. If you don't pass the API key, this URL will not work because internally they check if the user is a successful account holder of my site or not. So right now what you did, you created an account. So because you created an account, you got an API key. Now with this API key, you're telling the server, this news API server, that I'm a valid user. I'm your valid user. Please give me the access to the data. Okay. That's why it's important to send the API key. Okay. So this is the basic idea. Okay, basic how it works. I actually need a very basic because here they're also passing the question, like, query equals Apple. That means give me news related to Apple. And then from and to date. What if I don't want to pass any query? Do we have a very basic endpoint? Very basic endpoint. I think we can directly ignore these URL parameters and we can then directly call it. Okay, fine. Let's go, guys. Let's test this first. So tell us some more API keys like you introduced now. News API is there. Then there is also something called as Open Weather Map, from where you can get current weather data. And see, guys, some of them might be free, some of them might not be free as well. So it depends. And guys, yeah, you can use these APIs to create amazing applications, Now see, guys, sometimes, they are only free for 5,000 requests or 6,000 requests or something like that. So if you want to really build a real-time application, you might have to buy their services so that you can get a complete access of their data. And guys, you can actually run an app. Why not? You can create a literal news app. Just go ahead, okay, pay them proper prices and get their data. These data is updated every day. And you can create a literal proper news app with a good design. You can go ahead and create that. Why not? That's actually a project idea. And if you properly advertise it, make it famous, people will start using it. Okay, and you can display ads and all that stuff and you can make money. Why not? That's an application, right? And guys, news API is only one thing. There is news API, nutrition API. Okay, and then you can, there are a lot of things. Pokemon API, jokes API. There are a lot of APIs, guys. If you just go ahead and search, right? Let me tell you. API list. Just search for API list GitHub, because there is a GitHub link. Yeah, see, public APIs. If you go on this website or on GitHub and this link, see, there are so many APIs available. See, so based for animals, anime, anti-malware, art and design. Now, if you go down here, you will see. So see, for animals, these are all the free APIs available. Now, some of them are free. Some of them might be having API key. Some of them might be, freemium. Like some parts will be free, some parts will be premium, depending on that. But again, whatever kind of app you want to create, you can find an API for that to get real-time data. Okay, see that, guys? And it is also mentioned how many of them use API key, how many of them are without API key. See, so many APIs, hundreds of APIs that you can use to create apps. And this is not the end, guys. This is only what the user has found. There are thousands of APIs. Okay, you just have to search for your particular idea. Like when I was in college, I created some superhero apps and some nutrition apps using these APIs. Okay, but now they are lost. I don't have that because my laptop is destroyed, okay, in which I had the project. And at that time, I was not using GitHub. So yeah, no issues. Okay, we'll create them someday. Definitely a superhero app. Okay. So guys, after registration, see, as I did, after registration, keep your API key somewhere. Now, don't worry, you can access it at any point of time because you are logged in now. Okay, because you're logged in, so you can use it anywhere. See, I'm logged in here. So you have the API key. Keep that API key. Now let me tell you how to use it. So guys, let's go in our application and right now let's just test the API if it is working or not. Okay, so guys, normally what we are using to call, in which functionality we are calling APIs. So let's say right now, as soon as my app loads, I want to call that API. Now guys, right now I'm just calling it for testing. So guys, what do we use? Yesterday we learned use effect. Can we use those free APIs like we use now, or is there any other methods? No, same way. You just have to read the documentation. Mostly it will be API key based. You just have to create an account, get the API key and you can use it. Is that clear, guys? Everyone, are you getting the idea? So that's the basic idea. You just have to properly read their documentation. Mostly it will be whatever I'm showing like this. Once understand this, then you can use any API in this world. Just have to read their documentation, understand their URL process and all that stuff. Okay. So yep, guys, use effect. And for now, I only want to call it when it first renders. So I'm going to pass a blank array for the first render only. Okay. So now let's go here. I'm going to call it. So fetch and let's copy a URL from there. So guys, and also I think you can go to get started. Maybe they have a proper documentation here. Let's see endpoints, everything. Okay. So guys, see, this is the idea. So this is the URL you have to call. So they are saying, let me show you how to read this documentation. So this is saying that you have to send a GET request, which is by default built-in fetch. Okay. And then this is the URL you have to call. So copy this. Okay. I think this is your API key only that they have pasted. Let me confirm. Yes, that is your API key only, guys. So yeah, no issues. So now see that URL you have to pass here. Now let me show you how to read it. See, this is very simple URL, guys. This is their server address, HTTPS /newsapi.org. This is the server address. Then /v2, that means this is the version 2 of their API that they have created. There might be some folder on their server. /everything related to Bitcoin. So right now I don't need it. Right now what I want is everything. Okay, everything. So I want to see if they have anything for everything. Okay, so it's v2/everything, hopefully. But it is, okay. So let me remove this q equals Bitcoin. Because I don't want news related to Bitcoin. I want each and every news. So let's try this URL only. /everything and then, and okay. Question mark. API key will be this. So that's how you'll build the URL. Simple. I hope this URL works. I don't know why they have not given any URL for basic news. Or maybe they have something for top headlines actually. But they have past country and all that stuff. I actually, I just want everything but direct, not related to Bitcoin or something like that. Okay. Or what we can do, we can fetch a particular category of news and then we can change it depending on the idea. But again, let's build it. Guys, let's start it and then see. Let's start it first. Okay, so let's pass that q. So let's pass question mark q equals something like, let's say, Microsoft. Okay, news related to Microsoft and API key. So guys, see, this is their base address. This is the route path. You're saying that I want everything. This is the query. That means, okay, I want news related to Microsoft and this is my API key. Okay, simple. And guys, by default, the request of fetch is get only. So no need to worry about that. By default, request method is get. So dot then inside this, you'll get your initial response, which you will return by extracting the JSON out of it. So response.json, which will extract your data. And then in the second, then your data will be available just like a normal fetch. Okay. So in here, your data should be available. So data. And then console.log the data just to see if you're getting news related to Microsoft or not. Okay. And I think I'm having a bracket issue somewhere. Why is that happening? This should not happen. Okay. Let's also add catch here. So dot catch. And then if we get some error for some reason, we'll print that error just to see what's happening. Console.log the error. And guys, I think I'm having somewhere a silly bracket issue, which I'm unable to find. Where is that? Where is that? This is ending here. Nice. This is ending here. Where is my silly bracket issue? Okay, I forgot this. Okay, got it guys, got it. I forgot to close the bracket. Yes, see. Yeah. Okay, so guys, fetch, you're calling this URL. Now, whatever data that API sends you from that URL, you're going to get that response in here. From that response, you're extracting data, okay? And then you're simply printing that data. And now let's see what we are getting here, okay? So now, let's go on our app, open the console and see. Okay, we have some errors there. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, we have a lot. Okay, guys, we got it actually. See, we got it. So see guys, you got the result. Okay, it might, guys, see again, it's coming from a real-time API. So it will definitely take some time, always. Okay, remember that. It is coming from a real-time API, so it will always take time because just like in your apps as well, right? Sometimes data loads for some time, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. And I think it is taking around 3 to 4 seconds. See, if you wait, it takes around 3 seconds. See, so it's okay. It's okay. It's coming from a real-time API. And see guys, you're getting 26,986 articles related to Microsoft now. Again, guys, I think there might be some endpoint in which you can mention that I only want 100 or top 100 or top 50. But anyway, it's good. It's okay. Now see guys, yeah, you're actually getting top 100 only. So see, this is the data you're getting. Inside that you have few properties like status, total results and articles. You guys, can you see that you got 100 articles here? And if you read it now, see, in that you're getting the source for trust me bro, source, so that you can trust that news is correct. Okay. So you're getting the author name, Marilla Moon, and the content that you wanted. See, you got the whole content, description of that content, when it was published. Okay, and see, you can see here, right? It's from 15th November 2023, mostly. Okay. And then source, end gadget, title, Microsoft rebrands, and see, you'll also get an image which you can use to show as the news image. Is that clear, guys, everyone? So see, you're getting so many good data related to Microsoft. Is that clear, everyone? Hopefully you got it. And I think, you can also pass from and to, so that you always get the latest news. So actually you should, you pass from today's date till today's date, so that you can always get latest news. Now see, guys, again, it is completely up to you. Now I showed you how to use it. If you read the documentation properly, you will always get correct news. Okay. So let's say in my case, I only want today's news. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use this logic, this one. See here they are passing from this date. So I'm going to pass from current date, today's date. So it will always show me data of today's news. That's it. Is that clear, guys? So I'm going to pass this now. From, see here it is passing 8th November. Okay. Hopefully middle one is the month. I don't know the formats, but hopefully that is month. Hopefully. So let's go. So let's also mention that. So not Microsoft, just and from, I'm going to pass today's date. So equals to, first format is year. So again, we have 2023. Now don't worry, guys, we'll make this date dynamic. Don't worry about that anyway. And 2023 and hyphen, current month is December. Hyphen, what is today's date, guys? What is today's date? 8th. So 08. And that's it. You got your date. I think you can also pass 8. You don't have to pass 0. And that's it, guys. Now see, you're telling that everything related to Microsoft from today's date, don't pass 2 because you don't need that. From today's date, that means only today's date. Okay. And the API key. Don't forget the API key. Always don't forget the API key. And that's it, guys. Now we should only get today's news related to Microsoft. And that is my app. I only show today's news. That's all. Now, if needed, guys, you can also give the option to the user. That, okay, which date you want. So you can give an input field, there you can select the date and then it will work. But that's fine. For now, let's just do this. And now hopefully we'll get an article 0. How come? There's no news today. So guys, I think we should put yesterday's date. So let's try 08. Hopefully there's no problem with 0. Okay, no, we are still not getting it. So let's try 07. Are we getting it? Anything? Yep. Guys, yes. So don't pass today's date, pass yesterday's date, because today you get the news of yesterday, right? Mostly. Because today, whatever will see, how dumb is our logic? Actually, it's my logic, right? It's not yours. I know you guys are good. See, today you always get the news about whatever happened yesterday. That is what happens mostly, right? So pass yesterday's date. That will be the latest news for today. And whatever happened today, the whole day, you will get it tomorrow. Right? That's how news work, right? Mostly, guys. Again, you can, guys, again, I'm just showing you the ways you can change it. So let's say for latest news, we'll always pass one day before. Okay, always. And that's it, guys. Now you're getting around 100 articles and you will see this will be all from yesterday. Okay, so you can see, right? 7th December. Okay. All set, guys. Everyone, you got the array of articles. See, if I have to divide this URL, this is your base URL. Okay. This is your route. So this is your base URL. This is your route. Now, guys, to understand this, you have to understand APIs, but it's okay. For now, let me just tell you this. So why you're not using URL class to construct URL? Doesn't this comes under basic JS? It comes under basic JS, but I don't know if everyone knows that stuff, right? That's why. That is the reason I'm going with this logic. Okay. Okay. So guys, see, this is your base URL. Okay. This is the route. Simple. It will always be like this. And see, this is your query. So I'm passing Microsoft. So guys, whenever you pass variables in URL, you always use question mark. If you don't know about URLs, whenever you want to pass URL variables, you have to always use question mark. So question mark, Q variable is Microsoft. So basically it is mentioned by them, guys. We are not defining that I'm going to use Q. It is basically mentioned by the news API that you always have to use Q to mention for what news you want. So Q Microsoft. So I want Microsoft related news from this date. So from yesterday. Is that clear, guys? So you'll always get the latest news from yesterday. From yesterday till whatever date it is. So till, guys, it is today only. We have not gone in future, right? So from yesterday till today. Simple. Okay. and my API key is this. So you separate multiple variables using AND. Q equals Microsoft and from is yesterday's day and API key is this. Understood, guys, everyone? Hopefully all set. Okay. And guys, you can see now inside that you're getting this object and inside that you have an articles array. This is what I'm interested in because I want to access all these articles. So I'm interested in these articles. So in this data, or let's call it as news. Let's not call it as data. In this news object, you have the articles array. So I want to access that articles. And now guys, you will see, here we go. You got all the articles only. Okay. You have only got the articles now. Simple, guys. All the 100 articles you have got here very easily. Okay. Cleared? So where to change it? In this from parameter, see, in this from parameter, simple. If I have to show you like this, wait. Let me convert it to string templating. Wait. And now check it out. So question mark, Q equals Microsoft and from equals this date. And I hope now it is more understandable, guys. I hope now it's a little readable then. Hopefully, much more readable. So the basic endpoint, whenever you want to specify variable, you end your URL and then question mark, Q equals Microsoft and from equals whatever date you want and API key equals to whatever API key you have. Is that cleared now? Guys, is the base idea cleared now? Okay, so these are the three variables, but guys, read their documentation properly, guys. There are many more things that you can pass. See, you can also pass country equals US. So you can also fetch news related to country, particular country, US or India. So that they are saying that you can pass these things. Category equals business. So from US country, get all the business news. So they are showing that how many different kind of variables you can pass here. See, you can also pass sources for different sources. You can also pass domains. So they are showing you the different kind of variables you can pass. Now, according to what we need, I only need latest news. That's it. Not any random news from 1 man back. I only need latest news. That's why my from date is always yesterday's day. Okay. That means start date is yesterday's date. Give me the news only which is available from yesterday, not anything before that. From yesterday till today. That's it. So from yesterday, that's my API key. And by default, query is Microsoft. Now, if needed, you can also pass query anything like, let's say, India. Hopefully, we'll get news related to India. So, by default, this is what will show. Let's see if we're getting articles related to India or not. And no. Oh, guys, sorry. Let me reconstruct the URL because now we got a lot of spaces here. So, that's why you got that error. So, guys, I hope you understood the URL. Can I just make it normal again? Because we had a lot of spaces, that's why the URL was wrong. Okay. So guys, I know that a lot of you are beginners and you don't know what exactly is an API and how it works and what exactly is a URL, but don't worry. I'll try my best to tell you about an API as well. Okay. So now guys, hopefully it will work. And yep, guys, you got news related to India. See that, everyone? Okay. So got it, guys? News buzzing around India. Okay, I think, see, country India is mentioning just give me news related to this country. Q equals India means give me news related to anything related to India, no matter which country is publishing that news. Okay, when you mention country India, that basically means give me the news which was published in India. I don't only want that. I simply want any news which is related to India. No matter if it was published in India or America or Australia or Britain, I don't care. Got the idea? Durga Priya. But again, yeah, you can also mention country, but I don't want to go in country stuff right now. That's why I'm simply using only Q. Okay, but you can also mention country here. So you can also mention Q equals India, country equals India. That means anything related to India also published in country India. But in this case, I'm only saying anything related to India. That's it. Okay. So guys, let me stop sending this request, otherwise my limit, I don't know if there is a limit or not. There might be 100 or 1000 limit. So my limit, if my limit gets crossed, then I won't be able to use this API. Okay. So otherwise, then I have to create one more Gmail account. So for some time, let's simply go ahead and create a state variable in which we'll store the news. in which we will store the news. Okay. So let's call it as articles. Set articles equals use state. And initially, guys, it will be a blank array. Okay, because I'm going to be storing array inside it. And then once I get my data, I'm simply going to say set articles. So put all the news articles that we have got into that article. So guys, see, whatever we are getting in this news, from that, extract all the articles, that is the array, and put it in set articles, which will pass all the data that we are getting in this articles variable. So now guys, in this articles variable, we have all our data, the whole array, which we can map and display data. Is that clear, guys? Okay, all said, everyone? Hopefully the idea is cleared, guys, everyone. Hopefully the idea is cleared. Okay, so we got our data and we have stored it in this variable. Now for some time, guys, let me just comment it. You know why I'm commenting it? So that whenever I load my application, this should not be called. Okay, because if it gets called again and again, I might lose my limit. Okay, so let's stop it for some time and now let's focus on the design. Okay, is it cleared, guys, everyone? Okay, Aditya is saying, why aren't you caching the data? It's very basic, buddy. Okay, see, it's again the same thing. It might be basic for you, but see, basic for everyone depends, and it is a different thing. Okay, now if I cache it, then I have in the limited amount of time that I have, if I go on for caching it and then explaining what exactly is caching and what I'm doing, because I want everyone to understand whatever I'm teaching here. I don't want to make it complicated. So first, if they understand this basic, then in future they'll understand the importance of caching as well, right? So that's the idea, Aditya, because basic for everyone differs. Okay, so don't worry, buddy, don't worry. Once they understand how to use this news API and create the design, then when they face the problems of, you know, getting loading it again and again in future, but to get that, first they have to understand how this is working, right? Okay, buddy, so no issues. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so let's go, guys. Let's go, everyone. Okay, so first of all, let's focus on the design. And now, guys, see, we are going to be having multiple news items, right? So we'll create blocks for every news item. And a single block will be my component. Okay, so let's go and let's create a separate component for a news article. Okay, guys, everyone, let's go. So for that, what we will do is, we will create a new component. So let's call it as news. A single news item. So news component or something, just news. Okay, news.js. Okay, so again, guys, export default news. Okay, and then return some kind of JSX, which will be returning now. Okay, so guys, let's go. Let's build a simple news article structure. Okay. So first of all, I'll be having a div here. Okay, a div, and let's give it a class of news. Again, guys, you can give it any class. I'm just calling it as news. Okay, and let's write some CSS for it. So dot news. For now, let's simply give it a width of around 24, 23%, something like that. And for now, because it's a basic block, let's give it a height of around 200 pixels. In future, we'll remove this height and width. And for now, just a background color of light gray. I know, buddy. I know you're not saying anything wrong. You're helping us a lot. I'm just saying that I won't be able to do that. Don't worry. I'm not telling you anything. You're doing whatever you can do. I know, and I completely understand you. Don't worry. I didn't say anything to you. I'm just telling you that why I can't do all that stuff as of now, because we have limited time, right? So I hope you understand. Don't worry, buddy. And guys, no one will say anything to Aditya, okay? Don't worry, Aditya. Okay, because he's helping us from a lot of days. He's putting all the messages. Yes, no, Aditya, not at all, buddy, not at all. Helping the community is never wrong, but you have to also understand right now the community that is here with us, they are at very basics. Some of them might be learning React for the very first time, or they might also be knowing very basics of JavaScript. So if we directly put advanced concepts on that, then they will become confusing, because caching is something and all that stuff we learn in advanced parts. First, we learn all the basic fundamental, we understand how things are working, and then we go for caching, and storing things here and there, load balancing and all that stuff. So yeah, but it is not wrong at all. You're doing your best, buddy. Don't worry. Okay, and you're good. Okay, so let's go, guys, everyone. So let's load the news component here quickly, just to see if it is working. So news, and guys, don't worry, it is also imported here. You can see news component is imported. Okay, so news. Okay, and we have made a mistake. Let's see what's that. What is it? Are you forgetting? Build failed, return outside of function. Oh, sorry. How can I forget the function keyword? Okay, now it should be fine. And guys, here we go. We got one box here, nice and simple. And I need multiple boxes like that. So for that, guys, what I'm going to do is let's load it few more times. Okay, so let's load it few more times. So second, third, fourth, and let's also just write something like a text here. So H2, just some news. That's it. Okay, simple idea. And here we go, guys. We got 4 boxes here. Amazing. Now, first of all, let's adjust them. Let's align them, guys, quickly. Okay, and guys, for that, see, now we have 4 news articles here. Now, don't worry, guys. In future, we'll loop it. I hope you understand. In future, we will loop it. Okay, don't worry for now. Just right now, we are just putting the design up together. So now I'm going to put them inside a section. Okay, inside a box, a bigger box, which I'm calling as section. Section tag. I'm using section tag for it. You can also use div tag for it, guys. But mostly you should use section for these things. Okay, so section, that's the semantic that we follow in HTML as well. So section, putting it inside section. Yes, we'll use flexing. Yes, exactly. Section, and we'll give it a class name of something like news articles. So news hyphen articles. Okay, guys, all set. And let's go in CSS dot news articles. Okay, let's give it a width of 100% and padding of 20-30 pixels from all around. Okay, and background color of red for now, just to check it out. And guys, here we go. We got red box, and inside that we have this 4 articles. Okay, now let's put them side by side quickly. And for that, we can simply say that you have to become a flex box. So display flex. As soon as we do this, here we go. They are all side by side. And now I need some gap here. So for that, guys, what is the width of each element? Okay, let me put it 20% for each element. Okay, or maybe 22%. So 22% for each element. That means, guys, all the 4 items will take how much width? 88%. Correct, guys? 88%. That means the width that is left is how much? 12%. And that 12, I want to divide in 3 gaps. So for that, I'm going to say column gap of 4%. And hopefully we'll get a proper gaps here. And here we go. See, guys, we have these 4 gaps properly. Okay. Simple enough. All good. But we lost the padding from the side. So I think for that, yes. No issues. For that, we'll go in index.js and we'll just, index.css, and we will put box sizing border box for each and every element. And here we go, guys. Everything simple. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Everyone? Depends on my project, buddy. Depends on the project. So with whatever client I'm working, I discuss with them a lot. And then depending on whatever they choose, I normally work. And sometimes I also recommend them. Okay. So that's how it works. Basically depends on the client, depends on whatever kind of project I'm working with. Wherever, whatever fits. It's like that. Okay. So guys, and also see, I discuss with them what kind of reset I'm going to be using, what kind of design I'm going to be implementing. And mostly designing is something that I don't do a lot. Initially, I used to do it. Nowadays, I don't do designing a lot. Nowadays, I mainly work with API development and database development. mostly in backend. But yeah, I still do front end, but not a lot of CSS. That reset, I use different techniques for that. Initially, I used to do that whole thing, right? You might know that whole big code of reset that we have. Okay. So guys, let's go. We have all the basics set up now and all set. Yep, all done. And now guys, I also want to create a header here in which I'll have a search bar. So let's go for that as well. So on top here, I'm going to be using a header tag for creating the header. Okay, let's give it a class of header as well. And let's apply some CSS to it. Let me just put a comment here like news article CSS and header CSS. Okay, so dot header. Let's apply some CSS to it. So width of again 100% for it, basic CSS, and padding top and bottom. So padding from top bottom should be around 10 pixel. From left right, I'm gonna give it around 5%, and that should be it maybe. And background color of, for now, let's put it as gray. Yes, you can also use Calci. Yes. Calci is also fine. So guys, we have the header on top, you can see, but it's very small, so no issues in that. Let's make it a little bigger for that case. So let's give it around padding top bottom of 20 pixel. Okay, simple. Okay, so simple header. And also guys, just to maintain the alignment, as I've given header a padding left right of 5%, I'm also going to give this a padding left right of 5%. So left right of 5% padding. And now, yeah, here we go. All good. Okay, now don't worry guys, I know that right now it's not looking that good, but don't worry, in some time it will look good. Now let's work on the header first. So in the header, the first thing that I need is a simple H1, just to have my logo or title, something like that. So news app, simple like that. Again guys, you can use anything. Okay, I'm just calling it as news app, or you know, short news or something like that. Okay, let's call it as Parso Tak, something like that. Okay, just a spoof name. Okay, so Parso Tak, and yep, here we go. Our news name is here, the company name. And after that, I also need a input field mostly. So yeah, let's go for that. No, right now it's not responsive. It is a little responsive because of the flexbox. Other than that, it's not very responsive. So for that, we have to use proper media queries and we have to do that logic. So yeah, and guys, what else we need? I need an input field on the right side. So for that, I am gonna have, I'm just thinking, should I create a search button or should I just do it on the writing? Okay, let's do it on the writing. So just an input field here. Input, type text, and placeholder search news. Okay, so guys, here we go. The input field is also here. Now I want them side by side. So for that, we'll quickly go to the header CSS and we'll ask the header to have a display of flex as well. Okay, simple logic. Okay, now guys, I want this text on the left side and this box on the complete right. So for that, very simple, justify content space between. And because there are only two elements, we'll have this on the right side. Amazing, nice, right? Now we have to just make it a little bit bigger and simpler. Okay, so let's go to that input. So input, and right now there's only one input tag, so I'm not giving it any class or something like that. Directly input, width of around 30%. Hope it doesn't get that big. Let's see. It doesn't, yeah, it's too big actually. So let's give it only 20%. Nice. Okay, and also let's give it a little bit of padding. So padding of around 10 pixel from all around. Nice. And also let's give it a little bit of font size of around 18 pixel, or you can also give 1.5. EM or REM, but in this case it's fine. Simple pixel. Okay, I think it's too big. Let's give it 17 pixels, and finally border radius of 10 pixel. Nice. Maybe 5 will be much more better. It's too rounded actually. Okay, nice. And let's remove the outline from it. So outline. Okay. Simple. And also I don't want the border. So let's give it some border. So border of 1 pixel, solid, gray, something like that. Okay. Good enough. Very simple input field, guys. Not too good. Okay. Very simple input field. You can, guys, again, I don't have a lot of time, but you have a lot of time, so you can design it in a much more better way. I think, guys, my camera view is blocking that, right? Wait. I didn't see that. Let me just put my camera view down here for just this particular section. Let me put it here. Okay. I hope now you can see it, guys. Everyone. Hopefully now it's much more visible. Okay. No, Aditya, I have heard of it, but I have not tried it yet. So I really want to try it. I'm not getting the time to try something new because of the lectures. Okay, but I actually want to try it. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to be trying it in some days. I'm actually planning to learn some new stuff. Okay, so there are 3-4 things in my list, which I want to get updated with. Okay, so yep, guys, we got the search bar. Looks very simple. You can make it much more better, guys, if you have time. But right now I'm just keeping it very simple. No big thing. Okay, so leave it like that. And actually, you know what I want? I want my header to be white, no gray. So let's just remove the gray color. Okay. And nice, simple and nice. And yeah, sorry for that, pixel. Yep. Spelling mistake. That's what I thought, why I was not getting the border in the shadow. I was getting that shadow. Yeah, now it's gone, guys. So we have a very simple, good looking search box. Nice. Okay. Now then, guys, let's work on one news item and let's make it look good. Let's work on the news item and let's make it look good with image and title and a little bit of description and all that stuff. And then we can load the data from the API and show everything here. Ready, guys, everyone? So let's go. Let's work on the news item. So let's go to news component. And the first thing that I want is the image. First thing that I want is the image. Yes, I forgot that, Sathik. Yes, buddy. Yeah, I didn't see that. Okay. So yeah, guys, let's, first of all, I'm going to be putting in, so I want an image, then I want, title. So my structure is the image. So let me show you my structure, what I want here. If I have to show you the structure, it will be something like this. So if I open my Jamboard, so it will be something like this. I want a simple box, just like any news article page, guys. A simple image, then an article text, then some basic description, initial description, and then a read more link or a read more button. That's all. Okay, that's what I want, simply. Okay. And guys, on that read more, if you want, you can create a separate pop-up, but let's see if we have that much time. Otherwise, when someone clicks on read more, we'll simply send them to the actual article link. Okay, read more. So when they click on that, we can send them to the actual article. That's fine. It's okay. Okay, we can send them to the actual article. So guys, anyway, let's go ahead. And first of all, I have a div here. I need a div here. Okay, so div, to which I'm going to give a class of news-img. And now, guys, again, one more thing, you're getting the news from somewhere else. So if the image is having bad quality, you can't do anything for it. Okay, you can either replace it with some random image that you have, only if you check if it's a bad quality. Otherwise, you have to go with whatever you got. Okay, so yep, guys, let's go. So news-img, and let's give it some kind of style. So dot news-img. Width of 100%. And actually, guys, now I don't want to give it any kind of height. I just want to give it some padding. So padding of 20 pixel all around. Okay. So width of 100% and height will be fixed, which will be 200 pixel, and background color for now, just I want it to be blue. Okay. So guys, here we go. We got the blue. Don't worry, guys. In future, there will be an image inside it. But for now, just for creation, I'm keeping it blue. Okay. Don't worry. It will look good at some point of time. And guys, also, can we reach 100 likes? Have we reached or not 100 likes? Okay, it's 129. Amazing, guys. Can we move for 150, everyone? Come on, let's do 150 likes. It's already 129. Okay, and guys, after that, I need a title. So let's quickly go after this div and let's use a H1 to have a title here. So, some kind of a random dummy title will be here. Okay, so here we go, title. And then after that, I need some simple text. So for now, let's just put some dummy text with random news, something like that. Okay. So guys, that will be my text, and you can have a read more link after that. So a simple A tag in which you can mention read more. Okay, and then we can pass some link there. Okay, for now, just href hash random data. Okay, so guys, read more link and everything is here. Now let's arrange them in a proper format quickly. So for that, let's go ahead and let's give this news box a display of flex. So now they will go side by side. You can see they are going side by side, but I want them one below each other. So for that, simple logic of flex direction column. And now they should be fine. Here we go. Okay, and I need some gaps between them as well. So for that, the simple logic is row gap. So row gap of around 10 pixels should be fine for now. And I think, yeah, this is nice. So guys, we are getting our template ready, and now it's look kind of nice to actually implement the real news. And also, I want this IMG to have a border radius of 5 pixel. And also, if some image corners goes out of the box, for that, I'm going to have overflow hidden. Or let's give it afterwards. Let's put it afterwards. So that you can see what I'm actually doing. And also, guys, to the news, I'm also going to give border radius. So border radius of 5 pixels as well. Okay, nice, guys. So everyone ready? Guys, ready to load the news and put it in these articles? Everyone, let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. So now, guys, from here, remove these 3 components because we're going to be looping it. So let's have only one component here. Okay. So you only have one news component. Okay. And now we want to generate the everything that we have using loop. And guys, now let's activate our data fetching. Okay. And guys, our data is inside this articles array. Okay. So we want to use this, just like yesterday we used users array. Here we want to use the articles array because inside this array all the articles are there. So let's go and apply it. Okay. So let's go. I need to write some JavaScript. So again, curly braces and then articles dot map. And also, guys, let me just console.log it so that you can see what's inside that. So that, we can read data from it. So news.articles. So that we can see what's inside the articles. Okay. So articles.map, and inside this guide, we'll get single article one by one. So article. And then from this, I simply want to return my component, which is news. And that should be it. And guys, now you can see, okay, there's some issue going on. Let's see what's that. I think it's just loading, maybe. Let's see. Yep. See, guys. But you can see all the 100 are going in one line. It's because Flexbox is trying to shrink them. By default, Flexbox tries this, right? So let's first of all go and ask Flexbox, don't do this. Please wrap them. So flex wrap. Okay, and now guys, here we go. You got all the articles. And guys, you also need some row gap between them. So let's quickly go and put row gap of 20 pixel. And guys, see that? Everyone, you got proper gaps. And guys, all the 100 articles are here. Now guys, in future, you can also add pagination in this. Right now, I don't know if I'll get that much time because it's already 7:31. So let's see if we get that much time, then I can go for pagination logic, but it will take time. Pagination, writing it from scratch will definitely take time. Okay, but anyway, let's go. So guys, now you can see all the 100 articles are loaded and our map is definitely working. That's why we got this 100 times. But the issue now is, the issue here is we have to put our data. And it's not an issue, guys, the next part actually. So let's go. So now let's read one single object and how does it look like, and let's read the properties from that. So actually let me just put it in a separate window so that it's much more readable. I don't know why it's not moving. Wait. Come on. Why is this window not moving? Come on, man. Very bad. Okay, guys. I don't know why it's not moving from that window. But anyway. Okay, cool. So let's read the articles that we have here. Okay, and inside every article, guys, we have the author that we want to display. I want to display author. I want to display the basic content that we have. Okay, I want to display the title, and I want the URL to image as well. So these are the 4 or 5 things that I want. Okay, and we can also display the source as well. So guys, yeah, let's also add the person, the author, and the source as well. So let's go. Yeah, we can also dock below. Yeah, definitely. Yes. So yes. First of all, let me add a few more things in the news article logic. That is going to be 2 things as well. So a p tag, or you can also use a div tag here. It's okay. So a div tag, which I'm going to name it as, give it a class name of, let's say, something like source. Okay. And in the source, I'm going to display 2 things, the author and the publisher. Okay. The source. So one p tag for author. So let's say, for randomness, right now I'm just putting Saurabh Gupta, and one more p tag for publisher. So let's say LU pub, something like that. Okay. So now guys, you can see you got Saurabh Gupta and LU pub. Now what I want to do is I want to put them side by side. So let's go to this source div dot source and also give it a display of flex and justify content space between. So now guys, see, they are side by side. Everyone, are we understanding all this? And guys, don't worry. We have 100 items because we are looping our actual articles, but we have not feeded the actual data yet. We are looping the articles. That's why we are getting the 100 articles, but we have not feeded the data yet. So that, don't worry. But I hope you understand why we are getting the 100 articles, because we are looping the articles and we are just creating the news component again and again. Okay, but we are yet to feed the data, which we'll do using props. Okay, and guys, I want these to have a light grayish color actually. So yeah, and also to the news. So let's give it a very good color. And guys, also let me remove the red now. I don't need that red anymore. So let me remove the red first. Where's red? Yep, here we go. Remove that red. Let's keep it white like this. Okay. Actually, not exactly white. Let's give it a very lightish gray. So let's give it something kind of light gray, and then we'll change it. Don't worry, we'll change it. And now inspect and change the color so that we can identify the color that we want. So not exactly light gray. I want a little more lighter color, something like this. Yes. Just to separate, just to separate the, yeah, here we go. All set. So put this color here. And now our news can be white. Where's our this? News. Yes. Now this can be white. And now guys, here we go. You can see your news. Now don't worry about that blue, that will go away. And now guys, what I'm planning is I'll just put author and publisher name as a very lighter part, because that's how they are displayed, right? Very small and light. So to the source, I'm going to give text color. So color light gray. Yeah, something like that. So now people will understand that they are, okay, let's not give light gray. That's too light. Let's give it gray. Light gray is too light. Okay. So now people will look at that and understand that it's basically the author and the publisher. Okay. And guys, if you want, you can also, just do this. Something like author, so that people can understand. Yeah. So author Saurabh Gupta, author. Right now everyone is author Saurabh Gupta, but we'll change it. Don't worry. Okay. And also, I'm thinking that I'll increase the gap between the vertical contents. So for that, I'm going to give row gap of 12 pixels. And yep, much more better. A little more gap now. Okay, good. Guys, our data is settled up. Now what we need to do is, to this news app, I'm going to pass a prop. And the prop will be, now guys, again, you can divide that prop into multiple elements, or you can pass the whole object as a prop. In this case, let's pass the whole object as a prop. Is that clear, guys? Everyone, are you getting my point? Everyone? So I'm passing this whole article object as a prop. So article equals article. So I'm creating an article property in which I'm passing this whole article as a prop. That means now that component, news component, will receive the article in this props variable. Just to show you, console.log props. And now you will see in the console, guys, you got all those props. See that, everyone? Single objects, you got all those, right? In that we have article, right? In that we have the article. Okay, so that's what we want to use. So guys, at the place of news image, I want to display the image. So let's go, everyone, let's go. Okay, so src equals props dot article that you have sent, that dot inside that, guys, inside article what we have, URL to image property. So see, inside props you got article, inside article you got URL to image property. So that's what we want to use. So dot, copy this and paste it. And hopefully that should be it if it is the complete property. And guys, can you see that, everyone? All of them got images. See that? Almost everyone got the proper image. See that, guys, everyone? But the images are quite big. So let's adjust them as well. Okay, so let's go. So inside news img, whatever images I have, first let's adjust them. So dot news -img, whatever images I have inside that, give it a width of 100% first. Let's see what's happening now. So guys, see, almost all the images have been adjusted now. Almost, but some are still big. Some are still big in height, and we can't do anything about it because these are images coming from internet. We cannot handle their height and width in here. So for that, guys, we'll say if any image is going outside your boundaries, overflow hidden will only display half the image for some of the images. So now, guys, you can see all the images are properly getting adjusted. Now they are not proper because some of them have bigger height, but it's okay. But you can also see, guys, some images are not there. Now it's not our issue. It's the issue that the URLs that they have sent, those don't have the proper images. Is that clear, guys? Everyone, you got the idea, guys? Please tell me. Guys, all set, everyone? Understood this much? Now just like that, we have to change the title, we have to change the text and all that stuff. So try throwing max width 100. Okay, yeah, we can try that. Why not? For the image you're saying, let's give it max width. But in this case, it will be same, right? In this case, it will be same. Like, I don't think so. In this case, it will change, right? Okay, talking about this one, this logic. But then some images will become that small, right? That will be the problem. That will be a problem. Then some images will become very small, depending on whatever their width is, right? So yeah, we can also put them in center, not an issue in that case. Okay, so yeah, we can also put them in center. Okay, even if we do cover, I think still some part will be outside, right? Correct, Karthik? Even if we do cover, some part will still be outside, because if it covers everything, then images will get compressed because the height and width ratio is different, right? So even if you do object fit cover, then the issue will be what? Issue will be, if you use object fit cover, issue will be some images may get compressed just to cover up the whole div because our height to width ratio is different. But yeah, we can always go for max width. Okay, yeah, definitely. And now actually, guys, what we can do is we don't have to worry about overflow hidden anymore. I will keep it if some of them go away, but I think mostly nothing will go out. And now we can give it a display of flex and keep the images in center, even if they have some gaps. So display flex, justify content center, Yeah, that's a good idea actually in this case, just to keep them in center. Okay, so now guys, the images which are gonna get small, they will be at least in center. And guys, some of them are not available, so that's okay. It's completely okay if some of them are not available, because from whatever resource they're coming from, that is the issue. Okay guys, so we got all the images. Okay, all set. And now time to put the title. So let's go. So in the place of title, props dot article dot title. Let's see. And guys, you got the title as well, right? See that, everyone? Really good looking title. And now some description. So let's quickly go. Okay, and forgot the property name for description. What was the property name for description, guys? I forgot the property name. Okay, we have description and we also have content. I think content is quite big and description will be a little small. Maybe. I want to check this. Almost both are same. I think description will be smaller and content will be quite big. So I think I should use description in this case. So let's go. Let's go for props dot article dot description. Again, guys, it depends on the API. Okay. So yeah, description is quite small and we can use it perfectly. And guys, let's put the author name as well, because right now every author is Saurabh Gupta and we don't want that. So let's go. Let's change the author. So guys, author is available in what? Directly author. So let's go. At this place, props dot article dot author. Guys, everyone, and I really hope that everyone is understanding here. Vandana, everyone, Utpal, guys, what about you? Are you guys understanding everything so far? Because we have done nothing new, guys. We have done nothing new. Okay. And also, guys, we'll also put publisher, which is basically source name. Source name. So we have a source object. Inside that we have a name property. That is what we want to access. So source name. So for this, we have to go props dot article dot source dot name, like this. And guys, here we go. See, digital trends, read write, we got all the authors. And guys, again, see, in this case, you can see it is fluctuating. The size of the element is fluctuating. It's only because this data size is changing for everyone. So you know what you can do? You can actually make sure that for everyone, the content should be smaller. The content should be only of 3 lines. You can make sure, you can apply a JS function to make it smaller. Okay, so you can do substring here. You can cut a string only to few characters, like 100, 200 characters. So let's do that. Let's do that actually. Okay, so to this description, I'm going to apply a function called as substring. It is substring or substr. I think there are 2 functions in JS. So from 0 till 100. Let's see. Okay. Because the description is not available initially, so yeah, we can go with question mark here. So that only if the data is available, then apply sub. And here we go, guys. Now we are getting the exact same content. But you can see now the title sometimes is bigger, but that's okay. Title I want to display completely. Now guys, see, the reason I put a question mark here is basically till the time my data loads from internet, till that time description will be null. And if I'm applying substring on null, that will be an error. So this is basically a null coalescing operator. Okay. Or you can say like null checking operator. So if it is null, fine, ignore it. If it is not null, then apply substring. So this operator is needed there, because see, it is coming from internet, right? So as soon as your application loads, sometimes it might take time. You can also use slice.toString. That's completely fine, Lavanya. Yeah, why not? That's one more option. Yeah. Yes. Why not? Why not? Because the slice returns an array. Correct. They have to convert it to string. So I know that this is the string. So directly I'm going for substring. Okay. Slice is basically an array method. You should mostly use it with array. But definitely you can go for slice as well. So now guys, you can see our description is limited to 100 characters only. Okay. See that? And guys, just to make sure that, so that people know that there is more to it, you know what you can do? Dot concat dot dot dot. So now just to give a feeling that there is something more after that. So please read that. Is it clear, everyone? And also guys, if you want, you can put this A tag after it. It will make it look it much more better. See that, everyone? So now, so what I'm doing is description, cut it to 100 characters, then concat dot dot dot, and then after that just have the link. So now people will see it like this. See that, guys? Directly read more operation there. Is that clear, everyone? Okay, all set, guys, everyone? You got the read more now? And now let's link that read more to the actual article, because guys, you have also got the link of the actual thing. If you check on your console, in that same object, you've also got the link to the actual article. See that? URL. You have got the URL of the actual article. Okay. So let's send the user to the actual article if he clicks on read more. So for that, guys, in this href, you'll pass the link of the actual article. So props dot article dot URL. That's it. And now, when someone clicks on this link, they will go to this URL directly. So now, they will go to the real article. See, if I click on it, let me show you. See, directly going to the real article, right? Looks proper, makes much more sense. You're going to the real article to read about it. Okay. And also, if you don't want to lose your news site, you can just, put target blank so that it goes on the new page. So now if you click on it, see, it will open it in a new tab. So your app will be safe. Okay. So we can get those with CSS. Why do you use method to concat string it back for accessibility? I just use it for just a simple idea. That's all. That's all. Just a simple function for JavaScript to cut the string. Okay. That's all. Again, there are many ways to do that. Whatever, when we are building in a limited amount of time, so sometimes, whatever you think, you just do it properly, like on that spot. Okay. Just like in Angular, to do this stuff, we build a pipe. Okay. So it's like that only. Just like cutting the string to a proper 100 and then moving it forward like that. Amit, yeah, what's your confusion, buddy? Can you please tell me what's your confusion? Can you please tell me what's your confusion, buddy? Amit? And also, Amit, see, if you're new and if this is your first session, I would really suggest you to watch the previous 4 sessions, because we are here because we have learned a lot of things in the last 4 sessions. So I would really suggest you to first watch all those sessions as well. Is that clear, buddy? Okay. So please make sure that you also watch all those sessions. Okay, Amit? And guys, now it's time to remove the blue color. So let's quickly go ahead and remove the blue color. Yes, Karnala, tell me what's the doubt, buddy? Tell me. Yes, now tell me, guys, what are the doubts? What are your doubts? Tell me that. Didn't understand all. So tell me, what did you understand? What you didn't understand? Tell me that. Tell me that. If you're learning React for the first time today only, then it will be a very confusing thing, buddy, for you. If you're learning, if you're understanding it today only, then it will be, you're new, right? So I would suggest you to watch the previous 4 sessions. I would suggest you to watch the previous 4 sessions, buddy. First, go ahead and watch the previous 4 sessions. Then only you'll be able to understand this, okay? You cannot understand it directly. Okay, so guys, everyone, are we cleared? And yep, paste the error. Tiger Guru, paste your error, buddy. Paste the error here so that we can understand what's exactly the error. Paste your error here. So guys, are we cleared with this basic news app that we got? And guys, this is all real news. The best part is this is all real news. And this is all news related to India. Now guys, what we need to do, we need to go ahead and give a search option to the user where he can search for a particular related news and he will get the updated news here. Okay. Yes, I'll show the mapping part. So guys, first of all, tell me, have you understood everything till now? So let me explain you. Let me explain you what's happening here. See, so we fetch all the news articles. Let's just revise it once. We fetch all the news articles, okay, and then we pass it in this articles array. So this articles array holds those 100 articles coming from the API, and then we map through the articles one by one, and every time we map, we generate the news component. And in that news component, we simply pass that article as a prop. And into that component then, we access that article from prop and use the property URL or title or description to display this content. Simple idea. But guys, again, it will need practice, okay? So you have to practice it at least. So guys, everyone, are we cleared? Please tell me. All set, guys? Hopefully. And yes, for all the images that are not coming, for them, I'll show you what to do. Don't worry. So you know what you can do? You can download something like a random image. Now see, sometimes, you know, the news sites put their logo. Normally, they put their logo wherever you don't get the image. But for us, you can get a random image. So, you know, something like, what should we get, guys? Normally, we don't have a logo now. So, what can we do? I think, Tiger, your script is not working, buddy. Your script is not enabled in your computer. Maybe your script is not enabled in your computer. That's the issue. Your script is not enabled in your computer. Okay. Yes, let me show you the app.js. Yes, why not? Here we go. This is the app.js. Yes, I'm going to be using the input box. Don't worry, guys. I am going to be using the input box. Don't worry. I will use it. First of all, let's everyone understand what's happened till now. Now it's only a job of 10 minutes more. That's it. And I'm also going to put something like, you know, not available text or something like that in place of the image that we have not got. Okay. You can put anything there at this point. You can put anything there. Okay. Okay, guys. So I hope this section is cleared. Now let's go ahead and first of all put some random image. What if we need a particular language in news? I think first of all you have to check if News API provides that feature. If it doesn't, then you know you can perform internationalization in your app and convert those news into a particular language. You can do that. Okay. There are a lot of libraries available for that as well. You can also use that to convert your English to any particular language. There are a lot of translation libraries available as well. I don't think so News API provides the news in a particular language. I think it only provides in English, but you can read the documentation. Okay, if it provides. Otherwise, you can use some translator library to convert English to some language. Okay. Now then, guys, let's make the search bar work quickly, first of all, and then we'll remove, we'll at the place of the images, we'll put some not available or some random image. Okay. So guys, should we make the search bar work? Everyone, should we make the search bar work now? Okay. So for that, guys, first of all, we'll create a variable. And we'll call that variable as category, because based on this category only, we are fetching the news. And then we'll pass as set category. And the initial value of this category will be, let's say, whatever news you want. So let's say I'm passing as India. Okay, guys. So the initial value of this category is India. And now, guys, see what I'm doing. Everyone, please focus what I'm doing. Instead of India here, now I'm going to concatenate that variable here. India. Sorry, not India. Category. So, guys, as of now, it is one and the same thing. Yes or no, guys? As of now, it is one and the same thing, right? Initially, I hard-coded India here. Now, what I'm doing? I have created a straight variable called as category, in which I have stored India as my text. And then I'm passing this category in here, which is exactly same. You'll see the output is still exactly same. No changes at all. Is that cleared, guys? Everyone? Hopefully, we are cleared with this. Hopefully. I really, really hope we are cleared with this. There is no confusion in this, right? So now, instead of hard coding India, I said I have a category variable in which India is stored, and now we have India. Now what we'll do is, whenever someone types something in the text box, we'll change this category, whatever is written in the text box, according to whatever is written in the text box. So yesterday, guys, we learned, right, how to read input fields. That's what we'll do. So we'll change this category variable now. So let's go. So where is our category? Yeah, here we go. So on change, whenever someone changes something in this text box, I'll call a function in which the event object will be available. And then what I'll do is, I'll set my category set category equal to whatever the user is writing in that box. So guys, how do we read it? Event dot target dot value, like this. So now guys, what I'm doing here, everyone, when someone writes something in the text box, we read that value and we change the category's value with that value. Okay. And I'm also going to ask this use effect that now you'll also be recalled whenever the category value changes. So now guys, my use effect, see now what will happen? Initially my category is India. So when the page loads, when my component loads, at that time, use effect will be called and it will search the news for that category. And guys, right now, what is the category, everyone? Right now, what is the category? India. Correct? So first time when the use effect gets called, it will fetch the news related to India. Correct? After that, guys, after that, whenever someone writes something in the text box, that value will be read and it will change the category. So if I write animal or apple or movie or whatever I want, that will change my category. And see guys, I have mentioned here, if the category changes, at that time also call the use effect again. So if the category changes, use effect will be called again and this whole code will be called again. And now my category is different. So it will fetch the news according to that category. Now let's test it if it is working. So now let's go guys and let's pass APPLE. And see guys, you got the news related to Apple. That's all. See that everyone? If I let's say search for animal. Okay, now we have error because we are not getting any data. Don't worry, we'll solve this as well. See guys, we got it because when I typed some text, for that text, the data was not available. That's why. But don't worry, we'll solve it. We will solve it. Don't worry. But guys, see, now we got news related to animal. See that everyone? Proper news related to animal. You can put something like, let's say Sam. Now see again, the error is coming when the box becomes empty. That's the issue. So we need to solve it. But guys, first of all, is the searching logic understood? Is the searching logic understood? So guys, initially our category variable is having India. So when this use effect is called for the first time, it is fetching for all the news related to India. Now when someone types in the text box, whatever it type, animal, Sam, whatever the type, I take that value, okay, I take that value and then I set it to category. That means I'm changing the value of category variable, okay. And then whenever the category changes, use effect is called again. And when the use effect is called again, it is searching for the news related to new category. So if I have written animal, that means Q equals new category, animal. But guys, now the problem is happening when I cut all the text. When I cut all the text, at that time, everything becomes normal. So guys, whenever you cut all the text, you have to make sure that you set category back to India. Whenever the field becomes empty, because guys, when the field becomes empty, India is also lost because India changed to new value. So when the field, you cut everything, when the field becomes empty, India is also lost and you have not written anything. So category becomes blank. So now what you have to do is, you have to go in here and you have to check if event dot target dot value is not equal to empty, then only perform this setting logic. Then only perform the setting logic. If it is not empty. If it is empty, please make sure that you set the category to India back again. So initially it is India, so news for India. But when you type something, and if it is not empty, it will set the category to that thing. But when you cut everything, field becomes empty. And because field is empty and India is also lost, you're done. That's why if it is empty, please set it back to India. At least again fetch Indian news. And now, here we go. Now if I type ANIMAL, you got animal news. And if I cut it, you get back to normal Indian news. Is it clear, guys? Everyone understood what's happening here? So now your search bar is also working. Now search for anything. Let's say Sam, something like that. So see, Sam Bahadur, something like that. Okay, see. But guys, now one last issue. That is, what if you don't get any news? For the topic you searched, you don't get any news. Now what? So now you have a topic, but related to that topic, now I know guys it's a spelling mistake. It's only Sam Baha, but I know we don't have any news related to this. So if we don't have any news related to this, so what will, that means the array is empty. That means you didn't get any article. See guys, simple idea. Whenever you type something and if it is not the correct text, news article, news API is not returning anything. And since the news article is not returning anything, you're getting a blank array. And because you're getting a blank array, guys, there's nothing to display. And that's why now what you're going to be doing is you'll be checking. Before displaying the news, here you'll write the logic. See. So if what is your thing? What was the name, guys? Articles. So if articles dot length is not equal to 0, that means you have some data. So if articles dot length is not equal to 0, if you have some data, then you'll perform this looping. Otherwise, you'll simply display a H3 in which you'll write no news found for searched text. That's it. So if articles.length is not equal to 0, that means you got some articles, then displayed, loop it. Otherwise, simply message no news found for your search thing. Okay. And now if you test it, guys, if I type Sam, you got the news. If I type Sam Baha, see, you get no news found for the search text. It's a good message to have, right, everyone? Is that clear, guys, everyone? Hopefully we are clear with this. Hopefully we are cleared with this, guys, everyone. Okay, type Salar. Yeah, why not? Here we go. I know the moving is coming, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay, for Salar we are getting this. Okay, I think it's double A, right? I think the spelling mistake is it's double A. Yep. See, so there's one news. Yes, here we go. Okay, so guys, you got the idea, everyone. Hopefully you got the idea, guys. Hopefully. Okay. So yeah, that's how you can work. Simple news application with all the basic features. Now and again, you can extend it. You can put a date feature as well. Right now, I don't have a date feature, but you can also have a date box here to, check for which date you want the news. See, just like this. Right now, I'm saying that this is the date. Okay, this is the date. Default, yesterday's date. But you can change it to whatever date you want. So from which date you want the news, you can mention it. I want the news from this date. So you can just create a date field. Okay, you can also just put the date field. Okay, is that clear, guys? Best CSS REST for images. There's height, auto, vertical line, middle, font style, italic. Yes. Okay. So guys, are we cleared with this whole application, everyone? Okay. So I really hope that you have understood how to make a pop-up. I actually planned for it today, but we are almost above the time. That's the issue. We're already above the time actually. So how to reduce the number of API calls while tapping in search bar? For that, you can do, you don't call the API on every typing then. Okay, what you can do is first let the user type and then give him a search box, search button where he can click and then only call the API. So first let him type. If you want a recurrent news, then you definitely have to call the API again and again, or you can fetch all the news at once while loading the app for the first time. Okay. So that's also possible. So either load every news that you have initially and then search from your local data rather than calling the API, or let him write completely and then give a button, click. Okay, and that's something you can do. Okay, is that clear, buddy? But if you want this feature like complete going on, then you have to go with this. Then there is no option in that case. So guys, hopefully we are cleared, everyone. Okay, I really hope we are cleared with this whole idea, guys. Okay, do you want me to do the date one? Do you want me to do the date one, guys? But I think if we get date, then you have to do formatting and everything as well. And why not, guys? You can also try it. Now it's all same. Just have a date field. On change of that date field, just go ahead and change this date data. That's all. So it is possible. Yeah, definitely, Pawan. It's simple design. It's a simple design. You can definitely do that. Why not? You can definitely do that. Definitely. Yeah, why not? It's very simple. Now, guys, one last thing I was telling you, that wherever we don't have image, at that place, you can display some random text, or, some kind of, what we say, a random image, a different image here. Okay, so you can display whatever you want, guys, like a not available text or something like that. So I'm going to figure out some not available image. So not available PNG, something like that. Okay, and you can have an image. So maybe you can download some kind of image, or you can have an image. So let's see, which one should we use from here? Yep, this is nice. This looks nice. See, this looks very nice, but it's very big. It's very big. Maybe we can use this one. Yeah, this is fine. See, guys, we can use this one. So what we can do is take this source. Okay, or guys, you can also download it. It's completely fine. Okay, and then just go in your image tag. Okay, in your CSS. So guys, you have an image tag, right? You have an image tag in here. Where is that image tag? See, you have an image tag. Its SRC is basically the image that you got from news. Now, guys, do one thing, very important. In that image, okay, in that box also you can do it. Yeah, in that image, in that box, give a background image. Background image, URL, this image. So in that box, guys, pass this image. So now what will happen? If your image is available, it will come on top of this background. If it is not available, then this will be there. And now if you see, okay, is it quite big? What's happening? It should be there. Let me see what's happening here. Is it having the background image? Yeah, it should have. Okay, is there some blank image coming on top of this? Nope. See, we can't write a if and else for this because we don't know if the image will come or not. Okay, that's one issue, but because we are never sure if but okay, there is no SRC attribute available in that image if the image is not visible. Yep. So yeah, okay, fine, guys, we got an idea. We can actually add if and else. So one thing is background image, but I think the background image is getting covered with that image. But first of all, let's see if it is there. Let me just put display none here. Just want to see if that not available is back. Okay, it's not even visible. Why it's not visible? That not available image. Okay, I think it's a little big. Let me put background size cover. Background size. So because I don't want to write the if and else logic, I think this should, yeah, all good, nice. It was big actually, and now, yeah. So now if the image is not available, yep, see guys, you'll get this option. See that, everyone? Nice, good enough. So just have a background image, that's it. So if the image is there, it will come on top of that. If it is not there, then you will see the background image. Okay, simple idea, simple logic. Okay, so image not available, that's it. And now guys, you can use any image. You can also use your logo here. Okay, is that clear, guys? Everyone? So hopefully now we are done almost. And guys, again, you can also, yes, I see, yes, because of the PNG. Okay. Okay, so I think then I have to go for if and else then. Then I think we have to go for an if and else. Okay, fine. Wait. First of all, let's see what comes if we don't have an image. Okay, wait. First of all, let's see what comes if we don't have an image. Let's go to that article where we don't have the image. And let's see. Okay, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th article, right? Let's see what do we have in the 6th element. Okay. So guys, image URL is there, but that URL I think is not loading any image. So guys, how will we check if that URL is not loading any image? That's the issue, right? That's the issue. Because sometimes it might load, sometimes it might not load. We are not sure. It's loading. Okay, it's a random article then. Okay. Minuscule, something like that. So now I have to find out. So author is Yahoo Entertainment. So let's find out one for Yahoo Entertainment. Let's do find operation. Yahoo Entertainment. Are we getting it? Are we getting it somewhere? I need to get that. I just want to see what kind of image it is giving me. Go for 5. Is it 5th one? Why are we unable to search Yahoo Entertainment? If Yahoo is visible. Because author is there. Okay, no, author is null. Oh, sorry. Yes. But it's 6. Oh, my bad, guys. I counted 1 from 1. Sorry. Yeah, it's 5th article. I'm really sorry. That's my mistake. Okay. So yeah, guys, see, you can see the URL to image is actually null. The URL to image is actually null. Yes, I'm really sorry. It happens. After a long day, I'm sorry. Okay, no issues, guys. And again, thank you for helping me. Yes. Okay. So yeah, guys, we got it. URL to image is null. That's amazing. Then we can go for if and else. Then we can avoid this whole background image thing. Remove that stuff. We don't need it anymore. And now let's simply go. And where is my image, guys? Where is image? Let's go to that image. Okay. And for the basic idea, we'll put some condition here. That will be display the image only if props.article.image. So let's check it. If this is not equal to null, at that time, display image with this URL. Otherwise, image with the URL which I am giving, which is going to be this one. Yes. So guys, now the logic is, I'm just keeping it very simple, guys, not trying any great error handling here. Very simple logic. If my URL to image is not equal to null, then load the image with that URL, news URL. Otherwise, the image with my given URL. And now, hopefully, yeah, see guys, so now it's gone from the PNG image and only visible where we don't have any image coming up. See that, everyone? Now it's only visible where we don't have any image coming up. Cleared, guys? So now I wanted to avoid this, but yeah, I didn't think of PNG images. Exactly. So I think someone suggested me that, right? What if we have PNG image? Exactly. This earth was a PNG image. So behind this, we were able to see it. So now guys, simple if and else has solved it now. Is that, you can also put it in a function and put it, I would suggest you that way. But for now, just saving some timing and doing it a little fast. So guys, yep. Using a simple if and else, you can solve it. So if the URL to image is available, then go with that. Otherwise, simply go with that logic. But again, that background logic it was good. Actually, I thought of that randomly, but again, I forgot about the PNG logic. I didn't consider PNG at that time. So that was my bad. Okay. Other than that, guys, now I think it's almost done. Okay. Now you can also create a date field. I know that, now guys, see, this is for all the people who are still at the basics of React. There are a lot of improvements that can be done in this code, but that is something which you will do once you understand more about React. Is that clear, guys? So for the basics, for your beginner application, for your practice, you have to start with this. And then in future, you can understand, okay, can there be a better error handling? Can there be a better way of generating components? Can there be a better way of implementing that CSS? That's all doable. First, you get the application. First, you understand how React is working and how this application is getting generated. After that only, you can go ahead for better error handling, caching, and all that stuff. The advanced things, the production things that we do, right? Those are the production things that we do. We think of, okay, now I want to launch this application. So what are the better things that I can do? How can I make my application much more faster? How can I, remove redundancy and all that stuff? So clean code, or, see, once you are experienced from last 2-3 years, then I suggest that you also always should go with clean code logic. But since you're new, since you're a beginner, clean code or, performance driven code should come after code. First, learn how React code works, how it is interacting, how the components are working, how things are getting included, how the API is getting called, how we are fetching data. First, learn that. Then you'll go ahead and learn, okay, how can I now make it clean? Because now I know the basics. So how to make it clean, how to make it better and all that stuff. Is that clear, guys? So that's the trick. Okay. Yes, I can show you the app.js. Which part do you want to see? So guys, again, this is your assignment that you have to do. This is the exact same assignment. And in the assignment, I only want one more thing. That your assignment should also have, basically I'm increasing one thing here. It will also have a date field in which the user will select the date from when he wants the news. Okay. I'm not having a date field, but you should have a date field. Is that clear, guys? And sorry, Aditya, if I was unable to try your solution, buddy, but don't worry, I'll definitely try it. I just have to, put everything in a limited amount of time. That's the issue. And I have already crossed that time. It is already 8:20, right? So, but don't worry, guys. Your suggestions, your questions, your help, everything I see in chat. I read everything. But sometimes, I can't just directly take it and put it in my code because I have a limited amount of time here. Okay, in this particular session. So yeah, but don't worry. You guys are amazing. And Aditya, thank you so much for helping throughout the course and, giving answers to each and everyone and solving their issues. So it was really amazing of you. You're a really nice man. So yeah, God bless you, buddy. Thank you so much for being in the chat continuously. Okay. And guys, I really hope now that you know better about React as compared to what you knew on day 1 or maybe on day 0 before learning, before coming to day 1. So guys, do you think that now you have improved? For all the people who have never learned React, for all the people who are very beginner to React, what do you think, guys? Do you think now that you can fine, now I know better about React. Now at least I know what are components, how to create state variable, how to pass props, right? And how to use effect, how to call APIs, how to integrate data, how to do conditional rendering of components, how to apply loops. Are you getting comfortable with that, everyone? Guys, are you getting comfortable with that? Everyone, please tell me. How to get more articles? Sai Deepak, for that, buddy, you have to read the API. In that, they might have given some options. They might have given some pagination option. So you have to read the documentation. Now, we don't have that much time to go in the detail, but I think if you come to the documentation, you can find here how to get the whole data. They'll be definitely having some options. So please come here and read the documentation once. Okay, buddy? Sai Deepak, you can come here, read the documentation because by default, they are giving 100 data only. Okay, but read the documentation and check if more than 100 is only allowed after giving some price because we are using a free API. So that might be limited. So you have to check it once again. So guys, I really hope that now you have improved in React and now from now on you need practice and make yourself master. Okay. So yep, guys, that was all from my side. And guys, also, if you want to connect to me, you can just go on LinkedIn and search for Saurabh Gupta, Let's Upgrade. My name is Saurabh Gupta. So guys, you can search for me, Saurabh Gupta, Let's Upgrade. Very easily you'll find me. You can connect to me there, ask me questions and all that stuff. Okay. And I'll be in connect to you as well. And that's all, guys. Sir, please take more lectures on you. Okay. Definitely, I'll try, Ame. Definitely, buddy. In case want new API, yeah, you can. There are tons news APIs. This is not the only news API, buddy. This is not the only news API. There are tons of news APIs available. So you can search for some more. But see, there are some APIs which will be free. There are some APIs which might be paid. So you have to check that out as well. And I think paid version of this news API is much better. It's a lot better. So you can check their pricing and all that stuff as well if you want to see. So the developer version, the basic version is this. Okay. Okay, only 100 requests per day. Okay, then you have this, but I think it's quite expensive, right? If you convert this to Indian currency, I think it's quite expensive. But again, guys, if you're building an app for business, then definitely either your client will fund it or you'll be earning that much. So yeah, I think it's for business, it's $449 per month. So yeah, you can definitely go for it if you feel like. Okay, and see, guys, as I told you, if you just search for API list GitHub, you'll get that whole thing, right? If you just search for API list GitHub, see all the free public APIs available will be here. So just search for API list GitHub, you'll get this link and you can go here and you can see all the public APIs available in this whole world. But guys, this is not all. There are tons of more APIs. This is one person who has collected everything and put it here. So see, related to animals, related to everything, it's available here. Okay, anime. So if you want to create an application related to anime, you want to show the recent animes and all that stuff, you can come here as well. Okay, see that, guys? All the things are here. Superhero APIs are also there, art and design APIs, a lot of things are here. Okay. So guys, hopefully we are all cleared and I really hope that you guys enjoyed the whole session. So please don't forget to like the session before you go away. And I wish you all the best for your future in React. And guys, a lot of sessions are coming on this Let's Upgrade channel. So be here and subscribe to the channel and I'll be here to teach you a lot more of things. So thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye, guys. Good night to all of you. Thank you so much, guys. Good night to all of you, guys. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night to all of you. I'll see you in the future sessions. Bye-bye, guys. Good night, everyone. Thanks for being such a great. Thank you so much, Nikita. Thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you so much, Nikita. Means a lot. Okay, and guys, please don't forget to like the session before you go away. Please don't forget to like the session, everyone. Yes, definitely. I'll ask Let's Upgrade to keep more React lectures. Definitely, I'll try my best. I'll ask them. And definitely, we might come with advanced React as well, where I might teach you about context, layouts, and Redux and all that stuff. So we might keep advanced React fundamentals as well in future. Don't worry. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night. See you all in next Essentials. Okay, bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.